My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now, I would like that you accompany me on a journey in which will blow your mind. There are places in Trinidad and Tobago that some of you may not know. Yes, the couch potatoes on them. Here's your opportunity to get up off the couch and get outside here in the outdoors and be a part of nature. Talking about it, it sends joy up my spine. Because trust me, not until you experience it, you go see for yourself. And if you want to be a part of something that you just the same old, join the Point 14 hikers. They do this tour, these hikes on them every month. So every month you could find yourself in tune with nature. Now I'm going to take you on a little journey. It might be a little lengthy. We would have see the leatherback turtle and we would have hike up the river. A matter of fact. And very, very, very nice experience as for somebody a lot like myself who was living down in the south. So to experience different atmosphere and different system, different ecosystem, it was fun. So join us on this journey and be a part of it. Again, my name is Renison Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share and subscribe. Now, Oido Lashme. Now, this is the actual starting point in which we would have started. Now, we didn't have no introduction because here what would have taken place there on the ground. Oh God, Trinidadian, we reach a little late and people, would have started a little late. So, there was a little disgruntled but tight. But here we're going on. We're going right into the video right now. This is where we did start at ground zero, where everyone did board the maxi on that particular day. That was Saturday. So that was the 25th. But with that, we're going on to it and then we will move on. Right, this is a big time tour here that we're going on. A big time hiking. We're going up the Telma quite past Toko Madlot. One watch a little turtle thing there. And there's a view of what's going on in the back there. Full maxi load. The only driver and Wendell be talking a little politics here. So I show you that driver there on the road. What I ask him, why you going to Parliament, boy? Them big dog and them thing, I not compete. I don't know how well they only see there. Yeah, so that the number one coconut man to it, but it's Point 14 hikers. Wendell, tell the audience as to what taking place now, man. Where are we going to do?
Yeah, well, we're heading to Matlat, where we'll be doing some turtle watching, and then in the morning we do a hike.
When is that?
Well, let's see when it's that. And we out. We're going to log out now. We're going to see when we reach now.
Nah, man. You feel like I go just lock up just so? We had to talk politics, you know that. You know that. You know we had to talk some politics, but more importantly, we had also talk about the tour of itself. You know, we had to go back and to find the history as to what would have prompted this. And why just, you know, people go take it upon themselves just to go a little hiking and things. Because there is something that we missing, and no matter where we turn to. There are people that like certain things, and you know there are people that like hiking. And some of you may not know, may not be aware of these groups exist outside there because they are not within your circle. But now is that time to reach out, trust me, down to little children was on the hike. So we're going right back into the interviews. Stay tuned.
Nah, they reckon somebody. They reckon somebody. But I don't watch it. Last time I see a big gun, you know, so next thing was police running around. So last time I not been together. They don't decide to come on board. Please drive. All these people could see on me. Not once, not twice, not three times.
I don't suppose I set up long time, man. Yeah, it's not about.
Right up this road.
You see, campaign is not the thing.
No accident.
Campaign is not the thing. And the hiking now, people don't understand how nice it is to relax it. And the most, when they in the forested areas, what has tend to happen because all the trees are then go oxygen and you walk through that, you tend to get some like an oxygen back. So that hydrate you, but
I drive from the biggest to the smallest. And I'm telling you, driving is just to push yourself. Don't push yourself. You're looking for problems. You're looking to crash. You're looking to kill people. If you're horn on your vehicle, a horn is a lifesaver. I make an accident some years ago. And I tell you, if I had my horn, I could have been more than 10 years. A car fast. I'm coming up and I just gradually, not all things that they were driving hard, but the car go on. And I hit gradually, I'm telling you. And the car started stopping, I started overtaking. Why did I overtake it? A man just started pull out like he could overtake. And the mistake I make is to pull away from the man. If I just pull back there and I pass, I pull away from the man. If I had the edge of the road that is very good. And the tire hit it and bust the tire. That was the end of the drive. The bust the tire break during one time. That was the end of the drive. After that, I could have been going to fight for it until the vehicle took over. So, I tell you, horn, the vehicle, when I hold it like this, if I get no horn, that will never happen like that.
yeah, but it also refresh your mind, you said.
Let's see what you're line up and so you favorite. Why? I like to be correct. I pull open if I wrong correct, but I think correction. I know that's done and argue that I should have people that I reckon. I was no part of that. You understand? I tell you, they are you from? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to say that or that, but you know when that thing will take place.
What do you result of that? So when everybody takes a watch.
Now I can drive now and I can talk to myself and drive. Here's what you're doing. From whom I don't say, I take some time and go, and come back, please the Almighty Father. Everybody go, they have a nice time, and after we come back, the vehicle take me and bring me back safe, no problem. That's all I want. Back then, we were talking to yourself, moving like a yaya, and when the day come, you just come out here like the well. Tomorrow belongs to you.
Right, we are back. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now, that was a little taste of what would have taken place within the Maxi. And we had was to make a little peace stop when the time come. So we went and, went by the gas station, we might buy a little 2 beers, drink something, and we get back on the Maxi. And we went to the turtle shop, turtle watching on Matura Beach. So many of you that would have never experienced it, the leatherback turtle is something in which does take place where they come to short and nest from all over the world. Trust me, these things are massive creatures. It's only when you see it up close then you just realize, wait now, wow, this is all going on here. And they lay hundreds of eggs. And you know what is the sad part about it, Dan? Only a few does survive. So we are going straight into the shop and we go carry a fast to what we was observing, just so you can get a little sneak peek. And don't forget we have a hike to go on, and trust what I tell you, we have some bloopers. We real tape, so you go see that in the back. Thank you.
This is the first stop we would have made by the gas station here. I see that I'm heading back to the bus. Everybody jump out and went to pee. And who went to get a little stuff, I included. So with that we out and we going up again to go on the trip. I know you mightn't be hearing me, seeing me properly, but right now we in Matlot, we go and see turtles on them. That everybody here, the full team. And see what's going on now. So we up here in Matlot. Yeah, that's better.
Good night, everyone. Everybody hearing me? Alright, so I'd like to welcome you all to Granivere. My name is David, and I'll be a tour guide for about the next hour. But if you need to leave before, you can feel free to let me know. The back of your permits have 13 guidelines towards turtle watching. Alright, condition 12 states you must be accompanied by a tour guide authorized by Forestry, which is our organization that co-manage the beach on behalf of them. So some of the guidelines that we have to follow is no flash photographies, right? No white lights. No white lights, you have to use red lights out there. The beach is a bit uneven, so you need to take your time, alright? Don't stray from a group. If you see a turtle approaching from the water, don't go to them at that stage, because some of them are very sensitive and they turn back, alright? When the turtle is laying, this is the time when we go and touch her. Okay, any questions? Well, let's proceed. How many turtles you all looking at to see tonight?
14.
Enough. I was right behind him.
So we're leaving here and how to go to the beach. If you could notice the red lights on them all over, the street lights and all is red. We're seeing over there the street lights and all is red. The excitement. Hey. Hey. Spare him.
Come in here, come in here. Alright, let's walk again. Not staying by this because she just came in, so we don't want her to go back. Go sign on her, please.
Let's try for me.
It actually has some turtles that, now coming. Some big ones on them. You can actually see the spot. Now we had the shiny yellow lights from it. Lights on them.
She's still big enough. She's still big enough.
I'll give you some information. I'm just waiting for those.
She's still quite low time. No, she's still quite.
There's space on this side for you guys so you all can come across. So these are eggs that hatched there?
No, she's gonna lay.
No. Okay, so I'd like to thank you all for choosing Granny Bay as your #1 turtle destination site. Alright, everybody hearing me?
Yes.
Alright. So what you all are looking at here is the leatherback turtle. That's the common name. Local name is Carl Down. What this animal is doing here right now is excavating a nest chamber that would be about 2.5 to 3 feet in depth. Alright, so if you look closely, you'll see how she's doing it. In this nest chamber, she will deposit between 60 to 120 eggs,
Wow.
which takes between 60 to 70 days to hatch. So in 2 months, these eggs, just over 2 months I should say, these eggs will take to hatch. Leatherback turtle is the largest of 7 sea turtles. And of those 7 sea turtles, 5 of them come to the Caribbean and 4 of them come to Granny Bay Beach. But there's only 2 occasions we had sighting of the olive ridley here. The other species that come here are the hawksbills and greens. But the leatherback is the main attraction. They come in large numbers. These animals come from as far as South Africa, Australia, Norway. Our population comes from the North Atlantic.
So why they choose
They live in cold water. They only come here where it's warm because of that warm temperature that they need to hatch the eggs. These animals mature between the ages 20 to 25 years. They have an average lifespan between 80 to 100 years. And up to 100 years they continue nesting, they don't stop. But they don't nest every year, they nest every 2 to 3 years.
Okay, good.
But during the season, one female leatherback turtle can lay between 6 to 8 times every 8 to 10 days. So in the next 8 to 10 days time, this same turtle you're looking at here tonight will return to lay some more eggs. They mate prior to the season, they mate with multiple partners, and the amazing thing about all this is that they are capable of storing live sperm in the body for up to 1 year. So within a few days out there, they're able to fertilize the eggs and come back to lay. If she goes back out there and doesn't meet a male, it's okay.
All I hear that, ladies?
The leatherback turtle, the name is derived from the shell. It is soft, alright? It is of a leathery texture, hence the name leatherback. It's not because you get leather from this animal. If you have to take something and scrape the back, it will bleed because there are veins running through there. A shark can cut through that, can bite through that shell. The speed and the depth they dive to, they are able to get away sometimes from these predators. So sharks and killer whales, that's their predator. Where they live in the cold waters, those predators are found there in large numbers. On land, these animals has no method of defense. They're very vulnerable. They're not aggressive, they would not attack you. Alright? When she's laying, you'll be able to touch her so you can feel what she feels like. Speed and
Not the head, not the head.
the speed and the depth they dive to. That's the difference. That's the difference. Other than that, nothing at all. In Trinidad, these leatherback turtle nests and other beaches such as Matura and Fishing Pond, those two beaches are protected just like Granny Bear, where you need to enter with a permit and you must be accompanied by a tour guide. Our beach is open to the public during the day. Reason being is that we have control. It's in the middle of the village, alright? There's hotels on the beachfront. As you walk down further down the beach comes like people's backyard. So if you hear you're doing something wrong, somebody will come and tell you you're not supposed to do so. Alright? So this is why our beach is open to the public during the day. Unlike Matura and Fishing Pond, their beach are in secluded areas. Like to get to Matura, you have to drive at least 3 miles in of the main road. No houses around. Alright? It's windy there. That's on the Atlantic side. Here's the Caribbean Sea. To get to Fishing Pond, you either have to use a boat, a pirogue to go, or there's a boardwalk that is not functional right now. So these are the 3 prohibited beaches in Trinidad and Tobago where these animals nest.
No.
Entering a prohibited area without a permit, the fine for that is 20,000 TT or 6 months imprisonment if you are caught by a police officer or game warden and taken before the court of law. Alright? Slaughtering the animal, removing an egg, even a shell, the fine for that is 100,000 under the EMA rule. Alright, so that's how serious it is when it comes to turtle. Your phone is flashing.
No flash. The flash on? Yeah, flash.
Not mine.
Right, so you need to be careful of that. What happens is that when time for the turtle to head back to the water, she's confused, can't find her way back. Sometimes they end up onto the roadway or into the river. So this is why we do not allow flash photography. Our beach is considered the highest density beach in the world for the nesting of the leatherback turtle. On a nightly basis, right now we are getting over 100 turtles, as much as 200 a night. Alright?
Wow.
Our beach is 1.6 kilometers in length, just under 1 mile. And we have so many turtles that there's actually no space. Matura beach is 10 times the length of our beach. And they don't get as much turtles as we would get here. Turtles also nest on beaches that are not protected, such as Big Bay in San Souci, Mission and Toco. Some beaches in Balandra as well. In Tobago, around the Black Rock area, where they had this shark attack recently, there's a beach called Turtle Beach. These animals nest there as well. Other countries, you find these animals nesting in Costa Rica, French Guiana, Mexico, Suriname, and Barbados. Yes, between Matlas and Blanchisseuse, there are some beaches there that these animals nest as well. Alright, but you'll find more hawksbills and greens nesting in those areas.
Should one day they end up by the turtles now and the turtles lay?
Huh?
Should that happen?
Yeah, it's possible. They can pop up on any beach. Right? It doesn't happen quite often, but it is possible. Because it's even possible these days for that turtles nesting in the day. Right? We have a lot nesting in the day right now. Right? So the disadvantage of having a high density beach is that they dig up each other's nest. So you all would have been walking there and seen shells above the sand. Someone was asking if the eggs hatch. No. Those shells that you are seeing above the sand is turtles themselves destroying those eggs. When the eggs hatch, the shell remains to the bottom of that nest, and you see how deep that is. The young ones, they all cooperate, and they are called hatchlings. They cooperate and they dig their way upwards. It takes anything between 1 to 7 days for they to all reach the surface of the nest. Alright, because they will move up to a certain level, rest there for a few days, then move up until they're about ½ inch under the sand, and once the weather is cool, they come up and instinctively head towards the ocean. If at night there's any artificial light around, they'll head towards those lights instead rather than finding their way to the ocean. Because on a dark night, you will observe that outer sea is brighter than on land. So that's how these animals find their way to the ocean.
What about the red light? Why is the red light is more? You can use red light around them.
Red light, you see dark.
So red lights, red is a turtle-friendly color proven by researchers. They see red, but it doesn't affect them as the other colors do. So in the dark, red actually looks like black, right? So this is why red is the recommended color for turtle watching. Any other colors, it's a no-no. So the shell,
They tag leatherback turtle.
yes they do.
This one has it, don't know.
Yes, she has a tag. So tagging, it's a method of identifying the turtle, making them an individual from the others. And there are two types of tag placed on turtles, flipper tag and pin tag. Flipper tag is the visible tag to the back, usually it's both hind flippers are tagged. Alright? That tag will have a number on it. The other type of tag, this one is injected into the shoulder of the turtle and it's not visible to the eyes. You need a special device called a pit scanner to read it. Alright? So you pass that scanner close to the area and the number will come up on the screen. So that muscular area to the front is called the pectoral muscle and there's where the tag is inserted. That type of tag is about the size of a rice grain, alright, and it stays with the turtle for lifetime. Whereas the flipper tag comes off within about 3 to 5 years, and I think I only see one.
So you don't have a name for that?
So the other one will not the other one possibly came off. So, yeah. So when you tag a turtle on a data sheet, you'll be recording the date the turtle was tagged, the time, the species of the turtle that is tagged, the beach it was tagged on, the zone of the beach, the data collectors, meaning the person is tagging the turtle and their partner. Alright? Any physical injuries, you record that on your data sheet, you measure the animal as well, and you take the tag number and record that turtle as a new tag turtle. Anytime you see a turtle with a tag, you take all those information I just mentioned. The only difference with this turtle is that it will be recorded as a return tag turtle. Alright? So now we are no longer doing flipper tagging, we are only doing the pin tagging because of two reasons. The flipper tag sometimes rips the flesh and comes off because of the speed they swim at. That upward wavy movement.
Nah,
Yeah.
so much here.
Alright, so let's take a walk.
That's final question. Yeah. I progress in the bank is not seeing any barnacle. The shell back
Alright. Well, the reason why, well, she has some, but not much. Alright? The reason for that is because she's new in our water, meaning that she just came there. She has not spent much time in our water because there's two types of barnacles. There's one that lives on them when they're in the tropical waters, that's in the cold waters, and that one is called the gooseneck barnacle. Anytime they spend a long time in our water, they'll be covered with barnacles. Right? So it simply means that she has not been long here in our water. So this is her early part of her nesting for this season. Right? Let's walk this way. We're not joining other tours. There's an area. Sometimes you see how much sand is removed there. Sometimes around this time as well, we have both turtles nesting and we have hatchlings emerging. So sometimes they might be digging and they're digging up a nest that will hatch in the next few days or couple of weeks. Okay? Or even hatchling that, remember I say that a hatchling can take between 1 to 7 days to reach the surface. So sometimes our nest of hatchlings might be coming up there and they're not fully ready to be out and she dig them out. And so it happens at times. So that's the disadvantage of having a high density beach. Let's walk.
an experience that you're going to share with your friends, family, and hopefully next season we will see you back here with probably a +5 or a +6 or even a +10. You never know. Are we all comfortable? Yeah?
Same dogs and then watch line on watching.
Right. So any of you from this group use the washroom tonight? None of you use the washroom tonight? Okay. Well, to the back of the building where you all registered, there's a fenced area there with some tanks and some boxes. The wooden boxes are usually placed in that area where you see next location there. That's a fenced area that would put the boxes in, fill it with sand, and incubate the eggs there. The eggs that would have been incubating there would have been hard shell turtles. And when I say hard shell, I'm referring to the hawksbills and greens. Because the leatherback turtle, the shell is soft. Yeah, so I'll explain that shortly. So that project was funded by Atlantic LNG for 3 years. After the funding came to an end, we did it 2 years on our own and then COVID came. And we did not have any tour guide service running for those 2 years. So we had also release those that we kept. Because for the 3 years, what we're doing is mesh relocation and a head start program, meaning that we're giving the turtle a head start to start life. All right. So the predators that usually would attack them was unable to get them because of the size of them within that area that they were. All right. So the hawksbills and greens that would have kept in those tanks were kept up to 3 years. They were kept up to 4 years. 3 to 4 years. But usually we were supposed to keep them for 1 year. So the first set that we started with, we kept them up to 3 years, 4 years. And every year after, we kept those for just 1 year and then released them. Some we would have released with satellite tracking devices and small tags. The greens were between Galera Point, which is just off Toko, to down the islands, which is just off Chagaramas. Hawksbills went as far as Barbados waters, Venezuela, Suriname. Right? So the food bill was very high, and it's the tour guide fee that we charge you all. That's what runs everything because the government is not putting anything into this. The permit fee is what goes back to them, but other than that, we have to pay data collectors, buy tags, pay the staff and those kind of things. The food bill was very high, so we had also release all too. So that was the project that was running there. But last year, there's a researcher from the Arizona University in the US. She started a project where they were doing national location of the leatherback turtle. The reason why we cannot keep leatherback turtles captive for a very long period for them to grow and things is because they don't survive. The turtles have tried it and they never will to die. Because little is know where these turtles go, what they feed on the bed, everything that they feed at the so what this young lady was doing is located nesting here, and there's a cluster basket over there where it's very close together. That represents a high density area. Then a more a less density one here, then this whole single one is just right. So what she's doing is checking to see how successful a nest is in high density area compared to other areas. Right, to see like certain factors like at what point the oxygen level max out and things like that. So in these nests has data loggers, measuring temperature, humidity and some other stuff. Right? This is what is taking place here. She's back here doing this here doing. Right? Yes, it does be when the hatchlings hatch, they are collected in the basket, so birds will not get them before us. So we know the timing to look for them between the 40 to 50 days. Right, so we start monitoring from there. Then when we get the hatchlings, we then take into the nest, check all the crack shell, compare it with the amount of hatchlings, and then eggs that did not hatch, we count them and determine the ratio of success rate. Let's just check this turtle here. As I say tonight, it's very slow, not many turtles. Alright, Alright, so we have one lane here.
With running water as well coming.
Anybody wants to tell me what this one is doing?
Camouflaging.
Correct. Then there's one approach in there as well. Huh? Over. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we taking a look at this one again, again. If you want to touch, feel free to touch. Nice food again. The food falling down. Look up too close, can't keep it in there. I want this food in there. If anybody wants to touch, feel free. So on land in their side, they don't see too well. Right, so they collide with each other at times. You water they see quite well. You have internal air, so it's mainly like vibration and stuff will affect them.
Yeah, but so much I exhaust and only 2 or 3 that survive.
Because of the amount of predators.
Yeah.
You
Not easy at all,
you
boy.
hear during the day, you would understand. Because it start off with the vultures, and the vultures will just bust under the neck and eat out the inside and leave the shell there. And the maggot, once if they're able to get away from the vultures and make it to the water, you'll see how fast those birds dive down and get them, those scissors stay. They won't survive at all.
Yeah.
But I believe man does destroy the majority of people than the animals. That might be the fact of the wrong.
Well, net,
Plastic net, boat bouncing them.
Wow. The animal's real big, boy.
Vibration. Oh God, don't fight. Oh, you see? Lips. If you go back in the sea.
So where you saying then the closer the later to the sea, the better the chances in getting away from the vultures. Huh?
Yeah, true from the vultures and the dogs, but the magnificent frigate birds, they just pick them out of the water.
Wow. Even in the water, I know. We seen things coming up over so.
Yeah, look at that. There were 3 or 4 coming up there. 3 and like 1 coming in.
The map.
She may come again or she might choose to just turn right there and come back again, or she might just go out into the ocean and find another beach.
If they can find no beach, they'll lay eggs, like the beach of the pine. What they will do, just lay the eggs in the water.
No, they must come ashore.
Must. Hey, nice stress, boy.
Probably the sun she come from too.
Travel so fast.
Sometimes like changing temperature or not being disturbed by another turtle, but then actually get dig up, but some sand has been removed, that may change the temperature. I think you're in luck. Yeah, see a tour guide approaching me by himself, so I know why he's coming, so you all are in luck.
You got some David?
Oh, thanks.
No. Where them kids under?
Here we are.
Where them surrender?
Yeah.
Come now, Leo. Tell them to come and see the baby turtles then. Yeah.
Yeah. So look how small
Come and
compared
see.
to that. Oh.
Yeah. Well, then. Very nice.
I don't know what I like this, but I could follow it. Yeah.
Don't drop it, don't drop it.
Just squeeze it. Just squeeze it too.
Yes, take a picture right there. Well, it's on the hands. Take a picture and send it to
And I guess when they go get some to push. TikTok.
No white light, no white light.
No white light, no white light.
Remember, if you put that up on Facebook or thing with that white light, the public is going to blast you with that, right? So, right, it's red light. See them the same way, right? And now that everybody's educated about the red light and stuff, that's how much it's going around.
looking red, eh?
You know?
I don't feel it. Yeah, I can now see why birds and then go eat it.
It's soft.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah, and looking so innocent, eh?
That's not, that's not what I want to get
You don't feel it?
really light.
Oh, I don't feel it. Nah,
Yeah,
no, I
no white line,
cannot.
no white line.
In order for us, even though we are guides and stuff here, in order for us to handle those hatchlings, or even allow you all to touch the adult turtles, we have to have a special license called a special game license from forestry, right? That gives you that authority to thing. Otherwise, our touching or holding these hatchlings is deemed harassing the turtle. There's a fine attached to that, so that's how serious it is.
So you can't hold it so on your own then.
Just recently, well, we as guides used to make the mistake, like we have a group of people over there, turtle come here and we might find a nest of hatchlings. We'll take the hatchlings and come across by the building and bring it for people to see it and thing. Recently, the conservator of forestry told us that they don't want that happening anymore. This is a serious thing.
No, no.
Well, it could have been today or 7 days ago. It takes between 1 to 7 days for them to come out of the stand, because let me explain something.
There's some lights.
Now we're going back up the beach here, where we would have observed the turtles and them. Plenty of them was thing, apparently like some little bad weather is taking place. A little rain, things started to drizzle. So we are going here now where we will show you as to how we approaching this little turtle riding. Full team. As I say, it's only red lights. Going down the beach.
Now we was just in the watching the turtle experience. It was our experience, you know. I wasn't expecting.
But in front of you, sorry.
No, not in front of it, man. Just so I don't come and ask if I interview.
Oh, God, no.
She afraid the interviewer, yeah. She afraid. She afraid camera. I don't understand that.
Yeah, boy.
Why is that?
Too bad.
So we now come from the event day where we would watch the turtle, watch the whole process, and there's what it is. So you're gonna see we are on next take. And tomorrow we're going on the massive hike. I can't wait. Now this is the Workers' Rights Platform. My name is Vincent Jeffrey and we are signing out for tonight.
Right, my name is Vincent Jeffrey and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live from the Workers' Rights Network. Now you would have seen the experience in which we would have just take you on. Now this is an experience in which you could experience for yourself. Yes, you could experience this for yourself. If you just reach out to the Point 14 hikers and book your spot, trust me, you could experience it for yourself. Now, many of you may have wondered or tried to depict as to when you could see these turtles and them. If you're looking to see them anytime, it's between March and August. That is the period in which they would have come ashore. But the time with the highest density is between May and June. That is when you will find a mass influx of turtle coming ashore. Now the numbers they steadily increase, but between May and June is where it is at its peak. Now if you intend to go somewhere like that, or you don't go with any kind of shit on outside there, go with somebody that who could take you around and show you everything, and have a reputation outside it. So to say the least, there are 3 beaches in Trinidad and Tobago. However, in which it is known that turtle come ashore there. Grand Riviere, in which we was just there, Matura, and Fish Pot. Yeah, Fish Pot. Now these 3 beaches are protected. So you can't just go there around this timing. It has a heightened security. You hear the charges $20,000 and jail. So you're paying and you're still getting jail. Or you don't go and play, or you want to take up the egg, the turtle and them kind of thing. It's out of sometime 123 for the most survive. And when I hear the numbers, it was it was baffling. I feel hurt, to tell you the truth. I really felt hurt. So to say the least, this beach in Grand Riviere in which we would have went on is at just a 1 kilometer, and the amount of turtle now in the books, according to statistics, 500 turtle. You understand? Come ashore there. But what the tour guide would have said, sometime in one night you would have seen you would witness some like 200 turtle coming in one night. One night. Wow. Now, the thing about it is this: we could not have done this in one whole take because it could be so we go hire say long in the TV for long. So here what we doing, we busting it up and we will come back again on the next take. So you go see for yourself. Be a part of this experience. Oh God, those stay home. Come up here. If you're from Point, from Oropuch, you're from Cochrane, you're from Gonzal, you're from Grand Trace, meet up with the Point 14 hikers. Book a spot every month. They go and hike somewhere different. So you could be a part of this. Again, my name is Vincent Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Be a part of this fastest growing network. Also the union. You know that boss getting in trouble. Reach out to us. Join the union. Be a part of change. And watch me. Union thing. You can't just join a union today and have them representing. It's important that you have protection. And here I was saying, it take you 3 months of being a member in good standing that we will be able to represent you. So come in today and join. Put that safety shield on your back. Don't leave your back open. Trust what I tell you. With that, I'm going to leave that alone. So subscribe to the channel, be a part of this network, reach out to the Point 14 hikers, and be a part of these guided hikes. And with that, I go.
Audio Jungle.